Hello everyone, I am Dr. Chandan Kumar, and in this video we are going to study about hallucinations. As you know, hallucinations are one of the most important symptom of psychotic disorders, and another symptom is delusions. By definition, psychotic disorders are defined by presence of delusions and hallucinations in many of the cases, if not all. So we are going to study about hallucinations in detail in this video. Let's see what are hallucinations. So hallucinations are sensory deceptions, and we can define them as false perceptions, or one of the most commonly accepted definition is perception without a stimuli. Normally when we perceive something, when we perceive something with our senses, it happens that there is a stimuli and then we perceive it. But in the cases of hallucination, there is no stimuli, but the patient still perceives it. The patient still perceives it like a normal perception. So perception without a stimuli is one of the most commonly used definitions for hallucinations. But there is a catch. Is it the correct definition of hallucinations? Can it define hallucinations correctly? Can it define hallucinations in a very acceptable way? So we will study about it in the later part of this video, and I will tell you about it. So let's see what are the hallucinations. So hallucinations, as I said, are sensory deceptions. And one of the most important question is, can it be seen in normal people? So you should never confuse that it cannot be seen in normal people. It can be seen in normal people. It can definitely be seen in normal people without any psychiatric disorder or without any psychotic disorders. So it can definitely be seen in normal people. And psychotic disorders are not characterized by hallucinations. Hallucinations is not a hallmark of psychotic disorder. That you should remember always, because in MCQ you will always get confused with this term. And one of the options, psychotic disorders are characterized by, or hallucinations are the hallmark of psychotic disorders. That should not be the case, and you should remember that it can definitely be seen on normal people. So can it be produced or terminated at will? So please remember that by definition itself, hallucinations are something which cannot be produced or which cannot be terminated at will. It cannot be produced and cannot be terminated at will. That you should remember. Always remember this fact. And these hallucinations are indistinguishable from normal perceptions. The patient sees them or perceives them like he perceives any other perception. Though in this case there is no stimuli, and in the case of normal perception there is always a stimuli. Like if it's a visual hallucination, if he is seeing someone, he sees that hallucination. In the same way he is seeing other people, other person, other people from day-to-day life. If he is hearing a voice, if he is hearing an auditory hallucination, he hears them in the same way as he hears your voice or my voice or someone else's voice. So the person cannot distinguish between normal perception and hallucinations. That should be kept in mind. And in many of the cases, insight is not present, that the person does not know that he is hallucinating. He perceives as if it's a normal perception and it's a normal thing. Now, there are several differential diagnoses of hallucinations. In a patient or in a person in which you are expecting some kind of hallucination, or you see some kind of hallucination, you should always keep in mind that there could be several other possibilities also, like illusions, hypnagogic or hypnopompic hallucinations, pseudo hallucinations, vivid imagery, normal perceptions, or delusions. So these could be the differential diagnosis of hallucinations, and this should be kept in mind while dealing with the patient. Now, types of hallucinations. We can put hallucinations in different categories, and one of the most important way in which we classify hallucinations is based on complexity and based on sensory modality. Now, when we define hallucinations, or when we categorize hallucination based on complexity, it can be categorized in two types. One is elementary hallucinations. Now, elementary word itself means simple, basic, not well formed. Elementary, very basic kind of hallucinations. So what could be these? When we in terms of Auditory hallucinations, when you see in terms of auditory hallucination, it could be non-specific sounds like muttering, whispering, some knock sound or something like that. When we talk about elementary visual hallucinations, it could be flashes of light, different kinds of shapes or shades. So these elementary hallucinations are not well formed, while complex hallucinations are complex and well formed. Like in the case of auditory hallucinations, these are normal conversations that two people are doing, like normal conversations that we see in day-to-day life. And when we talk about complex visual hallucinations, that could be face of some person, a complete scene or scenery, like the person experiences in day-to-day life. So based on complexity, the hallucinations can be either elementary or complex. Now, based on sensory modality. So, as you know, we have five special senses, and based on them, we can have five different kinds of hallucinations. One is auditory hallucination, then visual hallucination, then gustatory, then olfactory, and tactile hallucination. We will study about them in detail.